Lucy and Catherine Madox Brown were known as disciples of Ford Madox Brown's school of teaching. So having both been trained by their father, they were heavily influenced by his style. And in some ways it was quite hard for them to then step out of his shadow. In the first room of the exhibition, you'll be able to see the Nosegay, which is a portrait, it's a genre scene of Catherine painted in the garden, picking a nosegay of flowers that Ford Madox Brown painted of her. And one of the lovely things in the first room is that you also have Catherine's reciprocal portrait of her father, painted in the garden, but this time they've reversed the roles, and she is the artist and he is the sitter. We also have the palettes that they both used. One is very carefully labelled by her that it was used by her father, but the other is possibly used by them both and still bears traces of the paint from the last time it was used. In terms of influence other than Ford Madox Brown, Dante Gabriel Rossetti was another great influence, and downstairs you'll see the painting A Duet by Lucy Madox Brown, which you can see very clearly the influence of Rossetti in terms of Cathy is the sitter for the woman in the painting, but her hair, it has that classic, the elongated neck and the abundance of hair that you associate with the typical Rossettian image. And Rossetti himself, he is reported as having said, this time Lucy has painted a really perfect picture. So he obviously could see the resonances with his work. Two other artists also influenced them. They both revered William Morris, but they revered him in terms of his ideology as well as his poetry and his furniture and his decorative schemes. So a contemporary would talk about how they were always praising him to the skies when they met at social occasions. And these ideas would have informed their later practice and their lives. And for Lucy, there is one other figure that was particularly influential, and that was Algernon Charles Swinburne, who was a poet associated with the aesthetic movement. And Lucy was actually known as a Swinburnian artist. When she exhibited at the Dudley Gallery, she was named, along with people like Maurice Bartley, as one of these artists who were displaying the same kind, or interested in the same kind of poetic feelings, or conveying poetic feelings and a sense of mood that Swinburne was known for.